The Streets, Traffic, and Refuse Committee will be called to order. Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderman Moore. Alderwoman Murphy.
Here.
Alderman Coatar.
Here.
Alderwoman Boyd.
Here.
Alderman Bosley. Alderwoman Martin.
Here.
Alderwoman Middlebrook. Alderman Boyd.
Present.
You have 5 present, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. First board bill up is Board Bill number 31, sponsored by Alderman Vaccaro.
It's just a stop sign. People on that block are requesting it, and I would appreciate your support on it. We got a lot of stop signs, and the argument is probably don't need so many, but I believe if people in the area want it, it's about the simplest thing we can do.
Okay. Alderwoman Murphy, any questions?
No, it's his
Alderman-
ward.
Alderman Coatar.
No question.
Alderwoman Boyd.
Do you live there?
Sometimes. Oh, yes, I do.
No questions.
Alderwoman Martin.
No questions.
Okay. I have no questions. Alderman Vaccaro is certainly, I don't know if I want to say the prince of stop signs or the king of stop signs. But I think the 23rd ward probably has more stop signs than any
I
ward
was
in the city
impressed
of
that
St.
there
Louis.
was an intersection without one.
Todd Walterman said I should just do something, do all mine, and that would take care of the other four that are not there, but.
Wow. Okay, so I'll entertain a motion on Board Bill 31.
Second.
I move that we pass Board Bill 31 with a do pass recommendation.
Second.
Been moved in second. Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderman Moore. Alderwoman Murphy.
Aye.
Alderman Coatar.
Aye.
Alderwoman Boyd.
Aye.
Alderman Bosley. Alderwoman Martin.
Aye.
Alderwoman Middlebrook. Alderman Boyd.
Aye.
You have 5 aye votes, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, Board Bill 31 passes out of committee with a due pass recommendation. Next Board Bill before us is Board Bill number 30, sponsored by Alderman Collins Muhammad. Alderman.
Hey, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Board Bill 30 is a real simple board bill. It is simply closing off and barricading a certain street in my ward. This is a request of the block unit on that street. They experience high volume traffic. Their cars have been hit several times along this block, and they have asked me to barricade the entrance off at Dryden Avenue, entering onto Anderson. Anderson is a one-way street going west, and I think it is a great idea. And I would ask the committee's consent and passage.
Okay, Alderwoman Murphy.
No questions. It's, the streets went along with it?
Yes.
That's all that sounds good. If you can get some sticker, you got it. That's all.
Alderman Coatar.
No questions.
Alderwoman Boyd.
No questions.
Alderwoman Martin.
No questions.
Okay, curious question. How do you plan to barricade the street off? You're gonna use the fancy Shamo pots, or you're gonna use the fancy balls, or you're gonna do a decorative?
Honestly, I would like to use the balls,
Yeah.
but President Bradley said that he is putting those on hold for the time being.
Really?
Yeah, I definitely would like to use them.
I do too. I
Huh, I wonder if that in
So I am using the pots.
Bradley, Richie.
I wonder if that's in response to all the balls rolling around in the off-show.
From
In
he
the
told me,
6th ward, I
people are hitting
believe
them.
it has something to do.
Huh, interesting, 'cause they're a lot better and nicer
They
than
were
those
so much
pots.
nicer.
And it wasn't
I
on the
think so,
tree
too.
line.
And yeah, weeds can't grow in them.
Yeah.
And the fact that people are hitting them shows you that they're needed.
Yeah.
I mean, it shows you that people are cutting where they're not supposed to. That was the reason for them in the first place. You
Maybe
know.
we need to bring him.
I would probably wanna have a conversation with them about that, because if you're barricading the street, the chance, I've never heard anybody hitting a barricaded street, but if they're kind of decoratively placed around intersections, then it probably makes it a little challenging for cars to come around. But anyway,
Well, Mr. Chairman, I ask you to talk to BPS and make that happen for us.
I think that's a good conversation to have, I will.
I think so too.
Okay, I'll entertain a motion on Board Bill 30.
I move that we pass Board Bill 30 with a due pass recommendation.
Second,
It's been
previous
moved
roll.
and second. Hearing no objection to previous roll, Board Bill 30 comes out of committee with a due pass recommendation.
Thank
Next, you're more than welcome. Next board bill is Board Bill number 4, sponsored by Alderman Coatar.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, members of the committee. This is simple alley vacation of a unused old stretch of alley at Menard and Shenandoah. I think there's a little picture
Yeah, there
showing
is.
you on the last page where we're talking about. This is, the portion of alley we're vacating is not used. In fact, you wouldn't even know it's there currently, but it's still on the city books. There's a functional alley that's not being vacated immediately to the east that is used. I mean, there are dumpsters and everything there. And this, we're vacating this to make these, as you can see on that last page on that alley vacation plat, this Julia Gratiot Cabanese addition. We've got a bunch of lots that don't go all the way to the alley. And so we're trying to consolidate these parcels. There's a house on the corner labeled Lot 1 that currently exists. Then lots 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 are vacant. Then we've got an affordable housing project in existence at those lots to the south, the bigger ones, 6, 5, and 4. So basically our plan here is we've got an infill housing development. We're gonna put 2 new homes on those skinny little lots, and we need to consolidate all these parcels to get those lots going from Menard Street all the way to the alley. There used to be, way back when, there were actually some federal-style houses, similar to the one in the corner, that were very small, that didn't go all the way back, which is why that alley was there. You basically had little houses on those little lots, and then a couple little houses on the lots facing Shenandoah. So we're consolidating these, we're doing some land swapping where the guy in the corner's selling a lot to the development, and we're gonna have 2 new infill houses there. The plans have been approved by the neighborhood and by Cultural Resources and granted preliminary approval by the Preservation Board last week. They're not getting any incentives, these are market rate houses. About the only city involvement is vacating this unused piece of alley. So I'd ask for your favorable consideration.
Okay, Alderwoman Murphy.
No questions, sounds good.
Alderwoman Boyd.
No question.
Alderwoman Martin.
No questions.
So let me ask you, so the alley's being vacated, there are no utilities, so there's no utility
Nothing.
poles or anything?
Nothing.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's,
What was it used for back in the day?
well, so back in the day, when you had houses, I mean, these parcels in Soulard look completely different. This whole block would have been little, really densely populated little houses. And so I don't think this current alley was probably there, the big alley, and there was this little L-shaped one. But if you drove by there today, you wouldn't even know it's there.
It's grass.
Yeah, it's all grass.
Okay. Well, congratulations on your project.
Thanks, yeah, we're excited.
Sounds good.
It's taken several, since I've been, got elected, I've been working on this. There's some issues with some of the lots and some liens from HUD that we've been trying to get cleared up, and we're finally there, so we can move forward.
Okay, I'll entertain a motion on Board Bill number 4.
I move we pass Board Bill number 4 with the due pass recommendation.
Second.
Been
Previous
moved and
roll.
Second, hearing no objection to previous roll, Board Bill number 4 comes out of committee with due pass recommendation. Okay, the Streets Traffic and Refuse Committee is adjourned.
Thank you.